one, fight.
What is up? What is up? What is up? Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy ShinDeon back again playing some Quake Champions this time. So, great thing about this is that I'm trying to give y'all that fast-paced shooter just into different, different FPS games and keep the enjoyment there to let you see about any other like fast-paced arenas and other titles out there that I do used to love playing, instead of just sticking to one. I know many of you seen like I think I got like over 500, about 500 videos of Unreal Tournament now, and that is a great amount of videos for many of you. I don't think everyone on my channel actually saw all of my videos, but if you have, then you're a real one. I appreciate it. But there's no way. I mean, there is a way, but I'm not sure if everyone saw all of my Unreal Tournament videos. So if you have watched me upload videos in the past year or a couple months of Unreal Tournament, you want to see more Unreal Tournament, I do have another playlist. I have 2 playlists of Unreal Tournament. You could definitely go and take a look at that. Now, to get on to Quake, I did have some videos of Quake in the past. I definitely never put real work into this Quake. I kind of got on, played like one game and got off, got back on, played like 1-2 games, got off. It was, it was a mixture of just still having that full enjoyment of like being desperate to get back onto Unreal Tournament. So now that, I want to give it a whole week of playing some Quake Champions and then move on to like a different title. Don't get me wrong, we are going to come back to this, just that, I just want to get into something else. So with that being said, we're gonna definitely keep the hype going on Quake Champions. It's so amazing. This game is so much fun, and I'm just like, wow, after playing it, giving it time, and putting a little bit of work into it, I'm just like, wow, this game is actually amazing. It's so much fun. Like, I already knew that because I'm into these type of shooters, but they require a lot of skill involved. Not only skill, it's different kind of skills. You have strategy involved, map control, power up control, weapon control, and not only that, just aim in general. This Quake Champions aiming is not as difficult as Unreal Tournament. Unreal Tournament, the pre-alpha version and the all the other Unreal Tournaments. Just to tell you a comparison between the two. Unreal Tournament does seem like aim-wise it's a little more difficult to hit your opponent. It's a lot easier to hit your opponent on Quake Champions with all the weapons. But because of the character abilities, that changes things up so much on this game. So what I mean by that is, you see how like on this character I actually can use like a rope to kind of pull myself, further distance to kind of give me that speed. And I can pull myself on higher levels. Well, that's an ability that she has. There's other characters that have different abilities, and that's what separates Quake Champions from like the Unreal Tournament pre-alpha, we'd say. Because these abilities make everyone play different tactics, different skill, different armors. Some characters could be very strong, some could be lightweight but maneuver. Their maneuvering is very like smooth and fast. It's hard to hit. I think that's huge. When it comes to gaming, just having the ability to kind of move around. Like, all right, here's a guy who really doesn't want to play so much offense, so he plays a bulky character that has heavy armor. Then you have a character that loves to play a lot of offense and maneuver around the map with speed. And then that's where you can go into a lightweight character. But you don't have a lot of armor, so you're very weak. You get killed fast. Now, even though you got a bulky character, they can die fast as well, but they're a lot stronger, take more hits to kill. So that's just one beauty about this Quake Champions, is just because of the abilities and things like that. Again, the aiming is not very difficult compared to Unreal Tournament, but those abilities separate, the skill gap for this game big time. It makes it a lot more skillful. Map control is much more dominant if you can map control onto this game versus like Unreal Tournament. It's a big thing when it comes to map control on here. So that's huge. I mean, map control is a big thing on every game, but I just think it's important to have that on this game in order to like do very well. And that's just my personal opinion on things. Railgun is amazing. I love the railgun, always has. I think everyone who plays Quake thinks the railgun is amazing design. The look of the gun, but not only that, it's just the use of it is just great. Now, this game, another great thing about Quake Champions is that the railgun, this particular one that I'm using in my hand, the skin of it, is the Quake Champions design. But they also give you the chance to use like Quake 4, and you know I love the Quake 4. I thought that was my favorite Quake. Quake 3 Arena was amazing too, but I think Quake 4 was personally my favorite. And the weapon, the rocket launcher that I just had out, was the rocket launcher that was in Quake 4, and the lightning gun that I'm using is the lightning gun that was also used, that you see right now in my hand, as the one I used on Quake 4 as well. So I just want to use all the Quake 4 weapons, like the skins, that is. I want to use like their lightning gun, their rocket launcher, and every skin that was on Quake 4. I prefer that. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of players that prefer like the Quake 3 arenas skins or the Quake 2, and they actually have that on here. I thought that was great to have something like that. I'm not sure if they had Quake 3 arena skins. I know they had Quake 2 skins, and they have some Doom skins. And also this game actually have characters from other games, so you're probably gonna be like, all right, like what are these characters that's in this game? So the characters are some of the enemies that are in single player of Quake games. Also like that's in like Doom, I would say. And then you also have like the character named Doom. That character that you just saw on my screen, that is the Doom. That is the Doom character. Visor is a character from like Quake 3. It's pretty cool when you got stuff like that. I think this character I'm using right now, she's new to like the Quake series. I think she's been created for here on Quake Champions. But they also have character from Wolfenstein, I believe. I forgot the character name. But yeah, they got a guy from Wolfenstein, and I was like, oh wow, I didn't know we actually had one of the guys from Wolfenstein. I think we had a character from another game too. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was a character from like the game Dark Souls. So I guess they just have a mixture of a lot of characters from like id Software games. And just something similar to like how Smash Brothers would take like Sonic, take Mario, take all, and put all of them into one game and let them battle it out. Well, Quake Champions actually did that. I never heard anybody talk about that, but I kind of just figured it out as I was playing and started seeing like images of these characters, and then saw them on other games, and then I was like, wait a minute, that character is from Wolfenstein. Then I started seeing like other characters from other gaming titles, and then I just started putting two together with the name, and I was like, oh yeah, they have the same name. Like, wow, I did not know that. And I never saw a video or anything in the past that mentioned anything of that. So there could be more characters that I didn't speak of that is probably from other games that I didn't really dig into. But at least I know the few that are from other games that I was excited to see. And once I knew what game they're from, I was like, oh yeah, I enjoyed that game, so I kind of want to use this character. So that was nice. But my main character is what you see here on the screen. Once I actually saw a video when she was coming out to the game, that's what really got me to get on this game, because I know it was in beta form for a while, and I had the beta, but I didn't enjoy it very much at the time. But then I started getting into, once I saw this character and she had this, this rope, I was like, oh, that's right up my alley. I think this character abilities, it fits right what I love. So that's what brought me onto the game. That's exactly what brought me onto the alpha at that time, was this character ability. that she has this rope that I was really into. Because I forgot what other game is out there that I actually was using a character similar to this. But yeah, man, I enjoy this Quake Champions. Hope you like it. If you definitely love what you see here, definitely click that notification bell, thumbs up. Stay tuned to a lot of other videos. I always try to keep multiple videos posted and not try to bore anybody by doing the same video over and over and over. I do have a lot of videos of Unreal Tournament, but I still want to get more of that Quake Champions and, you know, Halo and all those other titles out there. And if you're a big fan for one of those titles, definitely go to the other playlist for those games, because I have a playlist for so many different titles. And just go and rewatch them, and then comment